no one's surprised, there has been a lot of drama on social media between Jasmine and Gino. It feels like it's been going on for weeks now. It seems like at least every day or every other day, Jasmine is posting some new claims against Gino, and Gino's clapping back and responding. And this is the latest with Jasmine. She said, "Today, I went buying an air fryer. I felt so happy. I just remember the days in which I would starve for not having food to eat and or no one to drive me to the grocery store as a punishment for disobedience. I couldn't even go walking due to the low temperatures. Today, even the simple things in life feel like the biggest blessings, and for that, I'm grateful." And Gino clapped back and he said, Jasmine is claiming in her IG story that there are days she was starving and I wouldn't take her to the grocery store, and I did it as punishment for disobedience. I mean, I was shocked reading this that she would say such a ridiculous thing. This is just one of the many lies she is currently putting out there as a smear campaign against me to make me look like a bad person. I always took Jasmine to the grocery store and would anytime she needed, and we shopped together for a long time. However, around the time she started taking Ubers to the gym by herself is about the same time she would not allow me to drive her anymore. Then he said, I offered to take her to the gym and asked her why she wasn't interested working out with me at gym anymore, and she refused to let me drive her or work out with her like we used to. This was very suspicious to me. As a side note, the grocery store is only a quarter mile from my home. If she was Ubering to the gym miles away, she could have taken one to the grocery store, which was super close to home if there's any kind of emergency, or better yet, let me drive her. But would never starve someone or not take them to the grocery store if they needed. She is full of BS. Especially since she would not allow me to drive her anywhere for months. I mean, I think we can all come up with a pretty solid guess on why Jasmine suddenly didn't want Gino driving her or going to the gym with her, because she met Matt at Planet Fitness, who is her current boyfriend, and I guess she started working out, they started talking, and he grew fond of her quick. He started showing up every single day around the times that he knew that she was typically working out, and he was just being persistent. But at the time, they started off as friends, and then it eventually developed into something more. I couldn't find the exact post, but there's a post that Jasmine made earlier this week, and in the comments, someone said something like, "Didn't you cheat on Gino though before you went to the resort?" And she said, "No, but why don't you ask Gino about him cheating on me before the resort?" So everyone thought, oh my gosh, he definitely must have cheated on Jasmine, especially after we saw in this last episode, she confronted him because in that one little therapy session they were having, he all of a sudden got all teary-eyed and seemed like he wanted to spill his heart out. And I think he really sat there and for a moment was about to talk about something really deep that he did to Jasmine that she had no idea about. But then I think he started to think realistically and was like, you know what, I know if I admit to this, then Jasmine is never going to let me live this down, and she's going to use this as leverage and as an excuse for all her bad behavior. It seems like Jasmine, like many other cast members on this show, when they get called out for something, they automatically want to deflect, and instead of taking accountability, they want to bring up their partner's wrongdoings to try to take the spotlight off them. And I see Jasmine doing that a lot. Anytime someone is dragging her for leaving her children behind, or dragging her for being with this guy and talking to this guy before the resort, she suddenly wants to point the finger like Gino's the bad person. And they are wrong on both sides, because pointing the finger is just so much easier than having to look in yourself internally and really work on yourself and admit to your wrongdoings. And Gino said there are false accusations that I cheated on Jasmine online. It's a smear campaign to try and make me look bad. Please show the proof. Now, Jasmine cheated on me in Panama with Dane and went to a Valentine's dinner with him that you saw her admitting to on Before the 90 Days Season 6 Tell-All. This was while we were engaged and I already submitted the K-1 visa. Plus, she moved into the same building as him, as was mentioned on the show. But keep watching the show and the truth will be revealed over time. And Ari revealed in the Between the Sheets episode, the last episode, she revealed that Jasmine told her that her and Gino had only slept together 8 times their whole relationship leading up all the way, well, their whole relationship and marriage leading up to the time that they're on the resort. Like, that is crazy. I can't remember how long they've been together now, at least 2 or 3 years, and they've only done it 8 times. Like, most couples do it at least that many times in a month, and they haven't even done that in a matter of years. Then Jasmine said, I was the only person who took the lie detector. You know what? That is a good point. I feel like if you don't have anything to hide, then why not do the lie detector? At first, I was like, you know what? I can see where he's coming from because Jasmine can be over dramatic and she loves to twist things. So I could see like him taking the lie detector test, and there's so many things that go into a lie detector test. Like if you move too much or if you're on certain medications, it can show that something's true when it's false or vice versa. And I could see Gino like say he was breathing the wrong way and they're like, oh, did you cheat on Jasmine? He says no, and they say it's a lie. I feel like Jasmine would never let him live that down and use that as the excuse for all her behavior. Well, Jasmine recently shared some receipts of Gino trying to talk to other women while he was still actively married back in 2012. So now after seeing these, I'm like, you know what? Maybe he was talking to other women while he was with Jasmine. I don't know. I feel like maybe there would have been someone who has came forward by now just knowing his status, but I don't know. She ended up sharing these receipts and she said, some people never change. Look at the dates. Yep, 2012 and still married to his first wife. So he said, hey there, I've not spoken to you in a while. I just want to see how you're doing. You have some new pics I seen. Looks like you've done some traveling. How's the new job going? This girl was like, I'm great. I'm looking for another job. And I just went to Peru and Ecuador. What about you? And he said, I see you are a trader now. What do you do in this job? So what do you like most about Peru? And he said, I have not traveled lately, but I would love to go to Italy. Do you want to go with me? And she said, I'm a saleswoman in a company called General Products in a auto parts division. I'm in charge of Peru, Ecuador, and Venezuela. What about your job at GE? He said, good for you, hon. Do you like what you're doing now? I really like my experience at GE so far. It has been really good so far. If you watch the Super Bowl, you'll see a commercial from GE that shows GE appliances, which is where I work. I hope you watch. I really wish you would come here to Louisville, where I'm at now, so I could meet you in person. You seem like such a fun person, and I know you like to travel too, like me. I would love to meet you in person someday, and I think you're very pretty too. Wink, wink. Jasmine said he was working at Louisville at the time to have more time alone to do his things. Then Gino said, Natalia, I just want you to know that I'm married legally, but not happily. I can explain more to you soon. I've been quite attracted to you for some time, and I hope you want to know me more, because I want to know you more. I know that might sound weird, but I hope you can keep that between us. And she said, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. If you want to be my friend, that's okay. I wish you can be happy with your wife. The best regards. Jasmine shared that message and said, more women like this one, please. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this drama in the comments below. Whose side are you on? And what do you guys think Gino's big secret is? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.